Hi everyone, let me back you up a little bit. Okay. Hi everyone, today I am going to be doing a story time video. I've had a few people tell me that I should do story times. Um, we're just gonna try it out. So this story is about me and my best friend in high school. Um, I'm not going to mention her name for privacy reasons, but anyone who knows me from that time frame will probably know who I'm talking about. So me and my best friends were at my house just hanging out, and we decided that we wanted to go to her house. So it's something that we did all the time, hanging out, going back and forth between houses. We lived close enough to each other. We lived on the same street, but we lived on different blocks, if that makes sense. Like, we both lived on the same road name, but I lived on 59th and she lived on 67th. So we would just walk back and forth between places. Well, we decided that we wanted to grab something to eat before we went to her house. So my grandma gave me some money and I was like, girl, I got you. Don't worry, I'll pay for it. So we went to McDonald's, which was like, there's a couple places to eat in between my house and hers, but McDonald's was like the closest and most convenient, and my grandma only gave me like $10. So I was like, yeah, girl, let's go to McDonald's. So McDonald's had just come out with the like Angus burgers, and they had like different types of Angus burgers, and they were $5. I remember this because I only had like $10, and I was like, oh shit, what about tax? And she was like, oh, I got it. Okay, so we went to McDonald's, we got our burgers, and we're headed to her house. Well, her mom was the type of person where, like, if you brought food into her house, you better have brought her some too, or you're never gonna hear the end of it. Like, she would just make you feel like crap. So I was like, look, girl, we gotta eat this before we get to your house because I don't have enough money for your mom. I don't have enough money for us. So let's chow down. So we're walking down the road eating these burgers because we have to. And we didn't live in the best neighborhood. I mean, you could definitely classify it as like the ghetto. So up the street from us, we see this guy, and it's not uncommon to see people on the street, so we don't think anything of it. He's like stumbling, and you're like, oh, he's drunk, which is another common occurrence in my neighborhood. So we're just like, oh, it's another borracho, whatever. Just don't pay him any attention, no problem. Well, he's directly in our line of sight. So, like, from where we're standing, he's probably about like, I don't know, 500 yards away, something like that. Is that a long distance? I don't really know. He's not that far away, but he's far enough away where, like, we can't hear what he's saying, but he's talking to some other guy. Like, he stopped and talked to some guy that was just, like, chilling on the side of the road, and he asked him something, and then, like, he pulled out this big-ass knife, and I was like, girl, is that a knife? It was a long one, too. I'm like, where did he even pull that out of? From what I remember, this guy had, like, a tank top on and some shorts, and I'm like, do you just casually walk around with giant knives on you? I mean, like, the I can understand why you would want to have something like that on you and the type of neighborhood that we were in, but it wasn't like that bad. Like, people weren't stabbing you on the street. I mean, this guy might have been stabbing people on the street, but other people weren't. So I was like, a smart person would have crossed to the other side of the street so they didn't have to interact with this individual. We were not that smart that day. So we keep going forward, and sooner or later, sooner, I guess, you like, because he's not that far away, we're going to encounter this individual. So we did, like, what do? We just keep walking. Just look forward, keep walking, don't even acknowledge him. And that was the game plan. Until this guy had the nerve to come up to me and was like, hey, let me get a bite of your burger. Excuse me? So I looked at him and I gave him a second to rethink who he was talking to. I said, what? And he was like, let me get a bite of your burger. No. Boy. Disclaimer, I had an attitude problem as a teenager, okay? Like, when I say I had an attitude problem, like, I was ready to fight for no damn reason all the time. I mean, like, you had to give me a reason, but I was always ready to put my hands on somebody. So I was like, and in that instance, I realized there are two types of people in this world. When you're confronted with something that is potentially dangerous, you either get scared and want to run away, or you get pissed and get ready to throw hands. Obviously, I got pissed and wanted to throw hands, but my best friend decided it was time to run away. She was gonna leave me. She was like, no, not today. Can't do it. Sorry. I will go to your funeral. I'll pray for you. Bye. So she's trying to leave, and she's trying to get me to go with her, but like, I'm mad at this point. So I'm in this dude's face like, who the hell do you think you are? What are you gonna do? You gonna put your knife on me for a bite of my fucking burger? Are you serious? You need to get out of my face. Boy, you didn't earn this burger. What did you do to get this burger? And she's got me by my arm, and she's like, let's go. No. She starts pulling me into oncoming traffic. So either I'm going to get stabbed by some crazy guy who's hungry, or I'm going to get run over by a car because I'm mad, she's scared, and it is a hot mess. So I'm cussing. I'm yelling at this dude. I'm cussing. There are people like, what is going on? Because in this type of neighborhood, when somebody starts yelling, everybody wants to come outside because everybody loves drama. Everybody wants to know what's going on. So I'm like, F you. Who the hell do you think you are? You just want something for nothing. You better get out my face. And my friend is like, please just let him go. And just let him, Ashley, just stop. Just stop. And I'm like, so she pulls me away from this guy, and he, like, you know, does the typical guy thing. Oh, well, fuck you. It ain't even that serious. Fuck you. Boy, bye. You ain't getting. And so we continue on to her mom's house. It's all fine. It's all gravy, all right? The next day at school, everyone has already heard that my crazy ass told a guy with a knife to F off because he wanted a bite of my burger. And people are like, what is wrong with you? Why would you endanger yourself like that over a burger? Girl, just give him your burger. And I was like, okay. So when I was a teenager, when I was a child, my whole life up until, you know, I was an adult, we didn't have money. We did not go out to eat. We did not order food like that. My parents were on food stamps. My grandma, like, she got Social Security. My grandma was like 80, okay? So, like, So when she had the opportunity to give me money and I could go out and actually get something that I wanted, like, whether it be just, like, food or, like, literally just going to Walmart to grab something, for me, that was a huge deal. So when this dude came in and wanted to take something that was mine that I didn't get to have that often, oh, hell no. So basically, for, like, a couple weeks maybe, you know, until something else happened, like, people thought I was legitimately nuts at my school, and, like, it spread to my teachers, and, like, some teachers were just like, do you need to speak to a counselor? And I'm like, no, I just need people not to try and take things that are mine. And other teachers, they saw humor in the situation. So, like, my AP US history teacher was like, maybe next time you should just get a foot long and not be so stingy. Because that's when Subway still had $5 footlongs. But anyways, yeah. So that's a story about how my crazy self almost got stabbed for a McDonald's burger. And I learned that when things get dangerous, my friend is going to run away. Thanks for watching. If you guys want more stories, let me know.